Hi, my name is Lindsay Vladimiroff, and I'm a communication strategist with Newman & Newman. And we're coming to you every Wednesday and Friday to provide helpful tips and tricks to navigate through this very unique set of circumstances we're all in. And today, I want to talk about the experience of your organizational messages during this mass shift from an in-person work culture to a largely remote work culture. As all of us have probably experienced, there are a few unique challenges that have arisen. I am guessing that most of you have experienced some of these hilarious blooper videos that have come up online of people just really not knowing how to engage on these unique platforms. We've certainly had a few chuckles among our team about some of these things that we hope never happen to us. I want to start out with this question. How are your organizational messages being translated into an experience for your internal and external remote audiences? First, let's talk about the experience of your messages by your internal audience. Most of us would say that one of the messages we have is that our employees are extremely valuable to us, or those that we're leading are very important to us. Their lives matter. So the first thing that is important for communicating that message to your internal audience is to acknowledge the situation and even the grief that many employees or internal audiences are experiencing. You know, whenever there's a change of any kind, there can be a sense of grief, and certainly this is a big time of change for many people on many levels. So when you have a company gathering on an online platform, resist the urge to dive right in and have business as usual. It's time to acknowledge the situation that most employees are in. Meetings need to be more now than just the fulfillment of tasks, but an opportunity to genuinely listen, to hear the experiences of your internal audience and express that you understand where they're coming from. It's not a complaint session, but a time to show that they are valued. It can be before or after a meeting that you provide those opportunities, or if that's just not realistic due to the size or the kind of company culture that you have, provide avenues or resources for your employees or those that you're leading to be able to express what they're experiencing. Also, create opportunities for your employees to help one another. Maybe it's setting up smaller groups, buddy groups that they can talk with each other outside of your normal meeting time. Even think about creating employee rewards or encouragements for stepping out and helping one another. Let this be an opportunity for you to shine in communicating that your employees or those that you lead are extremely valuable to you. Secondly, now is the time for just a little bit of extra patience and maybe a little bit of extra forgiveness. Everybody's under a little bit different kinds of pressure than maybe normal. I think especially of parents who are now staying at home and maybe juggling little children or school-age children that they didn't have to do before. Now is the time to have that little bit extra patience for a mom whose child is interrupting your meeting or has to step away to warm up a bottle or something like that. A couple of ways that you can show that there is value for that unique experience that your employees are having is to maybe send a little inexpensive care package with some coloring books and a set of colors and maybe a list of online free resources that moms can use to keep kids busy during important meetings. Number 3, even though we do have acknowledgement of grief, there is an extra bit of patience, a little bit of extra forgiveness. We can still expect professionalism and convey a sense of optimism for the future by starting those meetings on time, end those meetings on time. Expect those that are attending to dress appropriately for that meeting and behave as if they're really in the same room with one another. Now let's talk about the external audiences. Now, this may go without saying, but we've heard from a number of our clients and people that have participated in the consultations that we're offering that we need to have a gentle reminder that what you wear, even though you're working from home, is still extremely important. Go ahead and wear what you would normally wear to a meeting with a client. Put on that nice polo shirt, put a set of earrings in, and maybe a little scarf around the neck. Now's not the time to pull out your ratty t-shirt from 1984 or those cut-off jeans you've been wanting to wear to work all these years. Also, be aware of what your audience is going to be experiencing by your backdrop. I always put on the camera prior to a meeting to see what my audience is going to see. Maybe take a lamp and move it a little bit closer, or find a window that gives you some nice lighting. Make sure that there's not a big stack of dirty dishes behind you or a stack of mail that could be distracting. Tidy up, get some nice lighting, and make it an experience that demonstrates that you're a professional and that customer service is a message that you want to convey to your audience. Now more than ever, the experience of your organization is being cemented into the minds of your internal and external audiences. Make sure those experiences are ones that are going to set you up for success once this madness is over. For more information about experience messaging, I want to encourage you to go to our website, which is www.newmanandnewmanique.com, experience messaging. I want to thank you for joining me, and have a great week.